possession. Sean Argente, as you mentioned earlier, the guy who almost tied the game at the end via a long ball, missing on the first shot. Unang possession para sa Red Lions ngayon.
First possession pa lang ng JRU, Argente agad ang umatake. And I think this is really his team already. I know he's still young, pero maagang nabigay sa kanya responsibility na dalhin itong JRU squad.
Meanwhile, Sahonia unable to connect properly with Zed Etule as we take a look at our officials on your screens. We have referees Bermeo, Moreto, and Talplacido. Panapanaan underneath, and Ivan Panapanaan is able to score.
And that was the second time na itong JRU went to that dribble handoff on the right side. I think early in this game, they really want to attack that paint and challenge those big guys of San Beda.
Jimmy Reyes against Argente. Interesting matchup right here. Sahonia launches from the outside.
It's good that you mentioned a very interesting matchup nga itong si Reyes and Argente, because I've seen Reyes play and he's very effective. I think he's a rookie, pero he's really up for the challenge.
Phil Am point guard, Jimmy Reyes. And again, Ivan Panapanaan. Dito siya nabubuhay, Renzo. This is where he makes his bread in the paint.
You're right, no? Itong si Panapanaan. Nabubuhay sa paint sa mga drop passes sa kanya and yung mga handoff na downhill attack na lang. And you have to give credit to Argente as well. Yan yung isang pwedeng flavor na pwedeng i-add ni Argente sa kanyang laro, yung passing. Kasi we all know he can score.
And especially in the last game, tying his career high 27 points. Kaya ngayon, siguradong markado yan si Sean Argente.
Tama, and that's why I mentioned na it's really something that he could add into his game. Kasi last time, 27 points siya pero 0 assists siya. So kung makaka-assist pa siya sa game na to, mas magiging malaking problema for San Beda.
Jimmy Reyes finding Celso. Pati si Jimmy Reyes nahanap yung kanyang big man. Alright, let's get our first courtside update. Punta natin si Flo Del Agua.
Para sa mga bedistang nakasubaybay, unfortunately, still no captain in sight for the Red Lions as Andrada is still completing his recovery for his shoulders. But this doesn't mean the ship doesn't have directions. Kanina lang sabi sa akin ni Yukian, in lieu of himself, he expects Brian Sahonia to step in. Nung kinamusta ko naman si Brian about this additional role, sabi niya, sakto, dahil leadership talaga yung workout ko this season. Dagdag ni Brian, nakukulangan kasi siya kapag offensive at defensive lang ang skills. Dapat daw meron kang boses, meron kang command para mahawa din ng teammates mo. So for San Beda today, there may be missing crew members, but all is well as long as they all steer towards the same destination. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Flo. And as evidenced by the last game, nakita natin na kahit wala ka rin ang captain na si Yukian Andrada, who's nursing a left shoulder injury, they are A-okay with this deep lineup that they have.
But not just their last game, even their first game, wala kasi si Jomel Puno, which is a very big weapon for them as well. Pero dominating wins yung dalawang panalo nila. So that tells you something about how Coach Yuri is running this team, kung gaano kaganda yung sistema nila.
Meanwhile, Justin Lozano sinks the free throw. JRU ahead 7-5. Early substitution here, Jimmy Reyes coming out for Benny Estacio.
That's actually interesting, no? Kasi itong si Reyes, dalawang assist agad. I think dalawa or tatlong assist agad yung nabigay niya, pero inupo agad siya ni Coach Yuri.
Sahonia missing on the floater. Celso draws the foul.
Ito rin yung magandang improvement na to ni Celso, no? Parang katulad lang yung last na na-cover natin from Perpetual si Nunez. Talagang ang laki na rin ng dinevelop, ang laki ng dinagdag sa kanyang laro.
Two free throws for Joe Celso.
Celso short on the first free throw. Celso last year started 12 of 18 games, but only averaged 2.2 points per outing and 2.3 rebounds. But a lot of the stuff that he does not really show up on the stat sheet. The big body, plays with a lot of energy.
Yes, if you have a big guy like like Celso. Wide body kasi, so yung screens niya lahat tatama talaga yan. And even if hindi niya makuha yung mga rebounds on that rebounding battle, yung box out niya kasi kaya niyang i-box out dalawang tao.
Kumbaga, yung presence niya malaking bagay na. Just his presence alone,
14 seconds
being
on the shot
6'4".
Now itong JRU in zone.
Bonzalida launches a 3 short. And the ball will go back the other way to the Heavy Bombers.
Well, that was a great change-up sa defense itong JRU. Hindi ready yung Red Lions that time. That's why they were forced to take that 3-pointer.
Lozano. Argente. Ball swings to Peñaverde. Here's Sean Argente. Argente knew that his shot was off. Decided to crash the boards following his shot.
14 seconds on the
Medyo
shot.
minadali niya yung tira that time. I think naaalala niya pa yung last game niya na mainit pa siya. So he was just checking kung okay pa ba.
Panapanaan. Now, nakadikit na si Penny Estacio kay Argente. And Argente knows how to get the big man to switch up on him. Sean Argente just a little bit short on the spin.
And this is something San Beda could really do, yung pag-switch nila. Kasi pantay-pantay yung
Zed
height.
Etule.
And how about this by Zed Etule, the transferee, making his presence felt.
And that's your 4 guy grabbing that rebound and bringing the ball down the court and getting that layup. So that's napakalaking bagay niyan for San Beda.
Sahonia. Estacio. Estacio to Brian. Brian Sahonia on the drive. Bonzalida with the rebound. Penny on the move. Penny looking for Celso, but an interception by Panapanaan.
I think yung skip kay Etule yung mas open that time. Pero if you have a guy like Celso kasi diving down low, talaga may kita mo siya eh.
Sahonia using the Celso screen, passing it to Etule. Bonzalida, binalik dito kay Estacio. Penny from the free throw line. A good box out there by Panapanaan.
Well, that was a good shot by Penny Estacio. Yun talaga yung binibigay ng defense eh. Naka-drop coverage yung big man sa kanya.
Humingi na ng substitution itong si Joe Celso. Sumenya sa bench, and now Coach Yuri calling Bismarck Lina. Meanwhile, Lozano drains a 3. The JRU Heavy Bombers making an early statement. They lead San Beda 10-7.
Coming in for the Heavy Bombers, Ashanti Miller and Topper Puno coming in for the Red Lions.
The 6'4" rookie from California, who Prince Rivero called the saving grace, Jonty Miller, and that two-handed dunk put the exclamation point on his 22-point outing against the Letran Knights in his first San Beda Letran experience.
So John T. Miller was just too much for Letran that game. And if you have a 6'4" wing guy like John T. Miller who can shoot, who can drive, who can throw that ball down, talagang matchup problem eh. Sasakit talaga ang ulo mo when you're going up against a guy like John T. Miller.
And John T. Miller, part of a long list of Phil-American wingmen. You can go back, Davon Potts, James Quecote, and now it's his time. And what a start to his NCAA career.
Yes, I was about to say na James Quecote nga talaga yung naalala ko sa kanya. Pero mas malaki ng konti itong si Miller.
And Jomel Puno is also on the floor for San Beda now. Oh, what a combination. Meanwhile, Bismarck Lina short on that jump hook.
Ito din yung problema ng mga team sa lineup ng San Beda. If they put Jomel Puno sa 4 spot, para silang naka 4 guards eh. Pero yung size kasi ni Puno, kayang bumantay talaga ng mga big man.
Sahonia. There's Jomel Puno. Oh, Puno missing on the short back shot. And going back to what you were saying, si Jomel, sa Canada kasi gwardya yan eh. As Salvador shoots over the 6'6" Puno.
Salvador, mainit pa rin. Itong dalawa si Salvador, si Argente, and even Lozano pala. Sila yung may init last game and still hot on the 3-point area.
Those three players that you just mentioned, Renzo, sila yung naka-double digits para sa JRU.
And I'm sure they're gonna be heavily guarded for this game. I'm sure itong si Coach Yuri, talagang na-scout na itong tatlong to. So it's really up for the other guys how they're gonna step up for those 3 guys.
Pana-panaan. Salvador. Nabitawan ang bola. Here comes Puno. One man to beat. Jomel Puno spins and Jomel Puno finishes on the break.
This is what I'm saying, na si Jomel Puno naglalaro ng 4 spot for them. Pero guard to eh.
Yup.
Yung skill set niya, pang guardia. It's just that yung size niya kasi pwedeng big man eh.
And if you're Jomel Puno presenting to coaches on how you want to play, that is Exhibit A.
And it's funny because this is already the quick lineup of Coach Yuri. And usually kasi pag sinabi mo quick, maliliit eh.
Ang laki ni Jomel Puno. Lamelo ball at datingan. Pag nagbababa ng bola.
And you have John T. Miller on the 3. And Brian Sahonia on the 2. So this is really a big but quick lineup.
Exhibit A of Jomel Puno as a point guard. Now, how can you stop that? He's 6'6", he's got handles, and he's got the size and strength to finish on the break.
I think you just have to put a body on him early. Hindi mo na siya pwedeng papawiluhin talaga. Talking about Jomel Puno.
Meanwhile, John T. Miller at the 9. Coming off that 22-point outing against the Knights.
Talagang professional scorer. Gandang si John T. Miller.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying about him. That he is the next great scorer, not just for San Beda, but in the NCAA.
Yes, kasi mahirap i-match up eh. Dahil he can dribble the ball, he's big, he's strong. So medyo mahirapan ka talagang mahanapan ng scheme to slow him down.
Meanwhile, a foul here at the 3-minute mark. Coach Nania Pontulan calls a timeout. His team is holding on to a 2-point lead. Sean Argente, now the leader of this suicide squad, so to speak. The Heavy Bombers from JRU, and he matched his career high 27 in the last game, which he set in the previous year.
Just like what I'm saying, ito si Sean Argente, we all know he can score and he's really up for those big moments. He had 27 points last game against a veteran team, EAC. Pero yun nga ang sinasabi ko kanina nung pregame na it's really the challenge for Sean right now to involve the other guys. Kasi alam naman natin na kaya niyang miscore. Pero yung alam din ng buong NCAA yun. That's why they're really gonna pressure him heavy. They're gonna put out schemes para ma-slow down siya. So kailangan niya makahanap ng ibang way na makascore pa rin but at the same time involve yung buong team niya.
At kakasabi mo lang sa akin bago tayo bumalik sa ere na may 3 assist na itong si Sean Argente.
Oo, and for San Beda, 2 assist pa lang. So, ngayong first quarter pa lang, maganda na yung tinatakbo ni Sean. Mas mataas na yung assist niya kumpara sa buong squad nitong San Beda.
Estacio against Salvador. Estacio gets it back from Lina. Shanti. Lina in the post where he does his best work. Lina. Shanti with the rebound. Kalimak back in the fray. Just a little bit too strong on that shot. Ang hirap reboundan itong San Beda when you have 6'6" Puno and the 6'6" or 6'4" Miller.
I was about to say na very capable scorers itong San Beda. So, it's really hard to challenge them and make them miss. And kapag nag-miss naman sila, tulad ng sabi mo, sobrang hirap rebound.
Jomel. Bismarck. 7 on the shot clock. Bismarck, power move. Oh! Niluwa lang. Puno. Finding Jonty Miller underneath.
I love the aggressiveness of Bismarck Lina trying to dominate the paint area, pero that was his second miss already. Although he's aggressive and that's good for San Beda. You just have to finish those shots. This is also the problem for other teams if they go up against San Beda. Kasi itong si Jonty Miller, sinasabi nga natin na professional scorer siya. So kapag nahihirapan siyang makakuha ng field goal, he just really attacks that paint and get his points from the free throw line.
Speaking of free throws, Jonty was 5 for 6 against Netran. Handoff. Lorenaria passing into the corner. Garupil, the transferee from Netran, missing on the fadeaway.
Good defense for San Beda that time. Doon mo makikita na maganda talaga yung scouting.
Oh! Jonty Miller inabangan ni Lorenaria.
That was a good block by Lorenaria. Pero going back to that defense, as we see the block of Lorenaria to Jonty Miller. Pero going back to that defensive play nga of San Beda, talagang alam nila yung tendencies eh. As soon as nakuha ni Garupil yung bola sa labas, nasa kanan na agad itong si Gonzales. So alam natin na nag-scouting talaga ng maigi.
Panoorin natin muli. What a cut by Bismarck Lina. Good find by Nigel Gonzalez.
Two guys went out to Jonty Miller that time, kaya nakita ni I think that was Celso yung slip, or that was Lina, I'm sorry.
Celso nagpapalik sa ating laro.
And it's really a problem for JRU because you take out Celso, Lina comes in. So pareho yung frame, pareho yung activity.
This is the deepest San Beda lineup in years. Kaya ready sila to try to reclaim the crown.
Wala pa ang kanilang kapitan dyan na si Yukien. Na wide din yung frame pero sa labas naglalaro.
Well, last year, they really missed Jacob Cortez, that guy that you could give the ball to in the end game. In the beginning, Brian Sahonia looked to be that guy. But then he kind of faded towards the end of that season. But now you have Sahonia, who looks like he has learned and is more mature and has been consistent so far, dinagdagan mo pa ng Miller.
It's good that you mentioned nga yung development nito ni Isa Oña. He's very calm, lalo na itong start ng season na to. Na talagang he's just trying to lead the San Beda squad na merong mga piyesa eh. Kailangan mo lang ng isang ball handler talaga, which you mentioned nga na Jacob Cortez yung role na yun eh.
Salvador. Less than a minute to play in the first period. Salvador shoots over Uno. Oh my goodness! The bank is open.
That was a gutsy shot by Salvador because I believe he had nowhere to go because Puno was all over him pero he still made that shot. And I think he called board.
Miller. Kaliman. Gonzalez. Miller, short. I spoke too soon. He got the lucky bounce.
And one thing na nagiging problema rin sa mga defender nito ni Miller is yung mid-range game eh, na hindi masyadong binabantayan.
That's the luckiest bounce if I ever saw one. Parang inigop ng ring. Kaya lang, pagkatapos ng ating first quarter, lamang pa rin ng Jose Rizal University Heavy Bombers. 90 underway as we are live from the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. This is NCAA Season 101, Building Greatness. Anton Rojas together with Renzo Navarro, and we also have Flo Del Agua reporting from courtside. Celso missing on the jump hook as Edule could not track down the basketball.
That was a good execution for San Beda, but I think that was the third point blank miss para sa mga big men nila. And pwede bang ako na bumati dito sa bossing ko, Boss Alan Laico ng LPU. Talagang galit na galit sa akin yan na hindi ko siya na-mention eh.
Oh yan, nakabawi ka na. Salvador.
And you have to love the aggressiveness of Salvador. Alam niya na very well scouted sila ng San Beda, pero he's just trying to find a way to score pa rin and to attack that paint area.
Tsaka nakita niya, si Nigel yung bumabantay sa kanya eh. Magkakampihan dati nung high school sa Mapua.
Kaya may konting challenge.
Herrera, meanwhile, shooting it over Zed Edule. Oh, these JRU Heavy Bombers are giving their opponents headaches here in Season 101.
And even defensively, they're changing up on defense. Kanina naka-zone sila, naka 1-3-1, tapos biglang nagmaman-to-man. So medyo ako-confuse yung San Beda.
Valloses from the Red Cubs basketball program missing on the three-point attempt. Celso missing on the jump hook. Herrera. Salvador. Sarmiento. Sarmiento on the drive. Sarmiento blocked by Celso. Garupil mula sa kanto, wala. And now we go to Flo Del Agua for this courtside update.
Anton and Renzo, pansin nyo ba, kahit panay bata itong JRU, they never acted like it. Every time they go inside the court, may angas, may asta. As if their body language is telling us na kahit San Beda ang kalaban namin, we were once kings of the NCAA as well. Coach Nani told me earlier actually how he instilled this mentality sa kanyang players. He told them, lahat kayo scholars na marunong mag-basketball na naglalaro sa same tournament. So who says we're not all the same? That's how Coach Nani did it. He made his players realize that the playing field is equal and history is rewritten every season. Back to you guys.
As Flo ended her report, right on cue, Lozano drains a triple as we see the Season 77 MVP, now the head coach of JRU, Coach Nani Apondulan. And you have some insight on being a player of Coach Nani, Renzo.
Well, yes, that's really the personality of Coach Nani. Talagang hindi siya natatakot sa mga big names, sa mga big school. And sobra niyang nire-respeto yung mga ganong disadvantage niya. That's why one way to show respect para sa kanya is to play really hard against those schools, those players na may mga big names.
Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the attack. Nigel Gonzalez with a power move.
Veteran na rin talaga itong si Gonzalez. Kasi past few possessions nila, kitang-kita niya na nahihirapan na sila mag-execute. That's why that possession, he took him by himself na eh.
Salvador. Carupil for 3. Steven Carupil trains another one. And JRU establishes a 9-point advantage with 6 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the first half. Panoorin natin itong huling tira na to. This was that fadeaway over Etule. You know, the thing about JRU is, hindi mo alam kung saan manggagaling yung puntos pag nasa bench si Sean Argente.
Oh, and yun yung mas mahirap eh. Kasi manghuhula ka kung sinong dedepensa mo, sinong i-cover mo. And nakita naman natin yung scorers nitong JRU na talagang ready lang sila eh.
Look at that handsome man. Mr. Paul Supan from Jose Rizal University, Mancom representative looking spiffy.
I believe, hindi lang masyadong halata pero masayang-masaya siya sa performance ng kanyang mga bata ngayon.
Gonzalez swings it. Lina. Gonzalez, short. And clearly on the eye test, Renzo, mas malaki, mas matangkad itong mga bedista. Pero itong mga Rizalians, right now they are just out-hustling the Red Lions.
Oh, I think what Coach Nani did is, alam niyang malakas rebound itong San Beda, kaya siya nagzo-zone para mas madali lang mag-gang up yung mga rebounder ng San Beda sa ilalim.
Samantala, Zed Etule play big, and that's what San Beda has to do. Play like their size. You know, they're big, so they should be playing big.
That's actually what they've been doing ever since nag-start yung laro. They're really attacking that paint area, pero meron ng 4 na point-blank misses itong mga big men nila.
Coach Yuri Escueta, behind him, long-time team manager, Coach Jude Roque. There you see Etule, one of San Beda's prized recruits.
Well, that's really one way to attack that zone. Eh. Kailangan paggalawin mo muna yung mga players dun sa areas nila, tsaka mo sila atakihin.
Puntos para kay Bismarck Lina. So that's back-to-back baskets in the paint for the Red Lions.
Kasi kanina, they're really trying to shoot those 3-pointers, which is a zone breaker as well. Pero one way to attack nga talaga is, one way to score against a zone is really attack that paint eh, para mawala sila sa mga areas nila. Kasi if you're playing a zone, you're defending an area.
And a great job by Nigel Gonzalez para set-upan itong si Bismarck Lina who completes the 3-point play.
That's why I'm saying na veterano na talaga itong si Gonzalez, because he's just very patient attacking that zone.
Lance Christopher Benitez is now in for JRU. Yuri Nicolai Duque, number 5 point guard, is also in. Argente, nabitawan ng bola pero natapik ng isang bedista.
Like what we said earlier, Argente is gonna be heavily guarded by the whole San Beda squad. And yung maganda na yung depensa ni Gonzalez that time, pero naka-atake pa rin si Argente. Ready agad yung mga help defense.
Duque. What a pass to Benitez. Na late doon si Bismarck, kaya lang masyadong malalim. Itong si Benitez.
That was actually a good recovery for San Beda. Libre na doon.
Another one for Mr. Bismarck Lina. What a setup right there. Panoorin natin muli. This is the perfect execution of a screen and roll to the basket. Sahonia finding Lina.
Na late yung tagger ng defense doon sa may weak side. And Sahonia reading that very well. And yun yung sinasabi natin about Sahonia na talagang mas kalmado na siya ngayon, mas leader na yung approach niya ngayon sa laro.
Back-to-back three-point plays completed by Bismarck Lina. And now he has 7 points. Actually make that 8 points to lead all Red Lions in scoring. Duque. 5 segundo na natitira sa shot clock. Duque. Argente has to shoot. Argente, long ball. Lina with the board.
Great defense that time for San Beda. Talagang hindi na nila pinapayagan mag-execute ng madali itong JRU.
Offensive rebound para kay Lina at babalik si Bismarck sa free throw line.
Nagising itong si Bismarck Lina. No? Really trying to make up for those point-blank misses. Really going for those offensive rebounds and finishing the basket inside the paint.
A former high school MVP, Bismarck Lina, coming to the NCAA last season. Kaya lang yung season 100 ni Bismarck, he was injured to start the year. So he was only able to come in midway through the season. So we never got to see yung 100% na Bismarck Lina.
Well, it's really hard to play lalo pag galing ka ng injury. Kasi kahit fully recovered ka na dyan, yung timing mo pa sa court, yung feel mo doon sa team mo, kailangan mo pa ng oras talaga para makuha lahat ng mga bagay na yun.
Although, dahil matalinong player, ito si Bismarck Lina, there was one game na naka 20 points siya. Yun yung career high niya. And considering he wasn't even 100%, that's huge.
Yun naman yung maganda kay Bismarck Lina na alam mo na rin na veterano na rin Talagang hanap at hanap ng paraan para makakontribute sa team niya.
1 point separating the two teams. San Beda slowly cutting into this lead of JRU. And they did it with points in the paint, Renzo.
Yes, even on the defensive end, talagang doon nagsisimula Kasi hindi na nakaka-execute ng maayos itong JRU. And then right after, inaatake agad nila sa opensa.
You're right, another stop para sa San Beda. Estacio. Etule. Sahonia. And they're going down low. There is really an emphasis right now, Renzo, on feeding the beasts.
Especially after nung mga possessions na yun na 2 and 1 for Lina, isang offensive rebound. Talagang ibibigyan mo talaga siya sa ilalim hanggang figure out ng JRU kung paano nila masastop si Lina.
They're keeping their big man happy. Bismarck Lina. 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the second period. Peñaverde is now in. Excuse me, that's Herrera, who's now in, wearing jersey number 88 for Jose Rizal University.
And again, JRU is trying to mix it up now in a 2-3 zone. I think to send some guys to help out on Lina down low.
Wow! Brian Sahonia sinausaw pa. Kissing it off the glass to give San Beda the lead.
Alam na alam ng guards ng San Beda kung kailan dapat umatake. Past few possessions, binigyan muna nila yung big guy nila. Kung medyo lumuwag na, alam nila na kayang-kaya na nilang atakihin.
Argente has to score, and he is denied by Culdora.
And again, ready yung help defense ng San Beda para kay Argente. Yung initial defender niya na breakdown niya na pero merong help defense pa dun.
The high flyer Culdora is able to swat the shot. Albuena is also in now for San Beda. We'll take a break, back with more NCAA action after a few reminders. Because we are here at the Mall of Asia Arena, the lovely faces, the lovely ladies will always come out and check out some exciting collegiate hoops. And we are giving a huge shout out as well to everybody watching here around the Philippines and all over the world via NCAA Philippines. Maraming salamat po mga kapuso sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta dito sa NCAA. Bola ng JRU. Inside pass. And San Beda almost getting another stop. Argente with a floater. Sean Argente.
That was a good inbound play for JRU. Pero again, yung intensity kasi on defense ng San Beda, napakaganda, napakataas. So yung recovery, nakuha pa rin ni Sahonia. That was supposed to be an open layup already.
Sahonia faking the pass, just unable to lay it in properly. Salvador.
I think there's a mismatch down low, hindi lang makita.
Argente. Pinoy step. Sean Argente slicing through 3 defenders sa pagkakataon na yun.
And even with the heavy pressure, nagawa pa rin ang paraan ni Argente yun.
And now, San Beda firing blanks.
And that was a great adjustment for JRU. They're just really trying to confuse itong San Beda offense.
Oh, what a pass! By Sean Argente.
That's his 4th assist. Talking about Argente after a basket attacking that paint area again. But right now to dish out an assist for his teammate.
Napatalon yung mga bantay eh. Kasi akala titira. Speaking of titira, Jonty Miller with a triple and he cuts the JRU lead down to 233-31.
And dito rin kasi mahirap kalaban itong San Beda. Kahit gaano kaganda yung run na gawin mo, kalmadong-kalmado lang sila because they know na kaya-kaya nilang bumalik.
Meanwhile, Herrera is able to draw the foul. Sean Argente giving JRU back the lead. There's the floater. There's the Pinoy step. And assist number 4 coming right up. Dalawa yung sumabay. Easy basket para kay Panapanaan.
And that was against John E. Miller. And yun yung sinasabi natin kanina pa eh, na meron talaga naka-ready na help defense itong San Beda para kay Sean Argente. Every time he attacks that basket, ngayon, na-recognize ni Argente na talagang kahit ano mangyari, merong i-help sa akin. So, hinahanap niya na ngayon yung open guys.
Harry Angelo Herrera. Nagpapakilala na yung season 101. 2 for 2. When you have new blood on the team, Renzo, ganado sila eh.
Oh.
Guys like Herrera na nabigyan ng opportunity, they want to show out.
Of course, I'm sure matagal niya ng pangarap na makalaro sa ganito kalaking stage. Kaya ngayon na nabigyan siya ng chance, hindi niya nasasayangin to. And going up against San Beda na alam naman natin yung history na meron itong team na to. So, kailangan mo talagang laruan ng maganda yan.
Jonty Miller is the kind of player na kahit hindi niya mako-convert yung basket, ang ganda pa rin panoorin ng mga moves eh.
Oo, kasi 6'4 siya eh. Tapos, ganun ka-shifty, ganun kaganda yung mga galaw. He's not that fast, pero very deceiving yung mga galaw niya.
Went deep in his bag sa pagkakataon na yon, and Ivan Panapanaan, good effort. It's just that Jonty Miller's athletic and 6'4".
So there's really nothing you can do it. Talagang, it's either you foul him or you let him shoot.
So Jonty 2 for 2 sa pagkakataon na yon. Jonty Miller's got 10 points.
And that's a very quiet 10 points, diba? Very patient lang siya with his offense. He's not asking for the ball. Inaantay niya lang na bumagsak sa kanya yung bola.
Lorenaria. Argente. Argente. Miller with a steal. Bennett's are running. Kalimat mula sa kanto.
I think itong si Gonzalez yung pinaka-perfect na pang-matchup kay Argente kasi he really knows yung tendency ni Argente.
Tsaka mas malaki si Nigel eh, kumpara kay Sean Argente.
Yes, mas malaki ng konti pero kasing bilis lang din.
Peñaverde. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Herrera blocked. Albuena, way to stay in front. 35-33 in favor of JRU. 6.7 seconds on the shot clock for the Heavy Bombers. Argente, the perfect guy to receive the inbound pass.
Well, that was a good read by Argente because he was supposed to come out of a staggered screen pero dinaya niya na dun pa lang sa unang screen dahil alam niya magpa-follow itong si Gonzalez.
Jonty for 3, in and out. Panapanaan. Peñaverde wisely pulls it back out. JRU will play for the last shot here in the first half. Argente contra Kalimag. And Kalimag fouls him.
And that's very smart for Kalimag and the whole San Pedro squad kasi it's a foul to give for them and they have another one to prevent the attack of JRU para sa last shot.
Substitutions here for both coaches. Sokuya checking in. Si Coldora babalik din. Coldora had that nice block earlier. Salvador naman pinasok ni Coach Nani.
I think this is a defensive lineup for San Beda and they're putting out guys na wala pang foul. I think they're gonna give up one more.
Peñaverde will throw the ball in play. Lozano cutting to the paint. Lozano turns, fires, too strong. Sayang ang pagkakataon na yun. That was a good cut by Lozano. But he's getting encouragement from the entire coaching staff. Coach Yuri Escueta and his staff have a lot of things to talk about as they are trailing JRU 37-33 at the end of 2. You're watching NCAA Season 101, Building Greatness. Reyes was saddled with 2 personal fouls on that first half. So let's see if he can stay on the court here. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsubaybay sa NCAA. Anton Rojas, Renzo Navarro, and Flo Del Agua, your broadcast team for our 7th game on this Friday. Lozano, panapanaan again.
that's just very simple for JRU. Tatlong stagger screens yung ginawa nila that time. Tapos very patient. Nagantay lang sila na magkaroon ng breakdown on defense. Kinuha agad nila.
And again, the emphasis on scoring in the paint continues. Zed Etule cutting it, kissing it off the glass.
That was a great answer for San Beda. Bumawi sila ng mas magandang execution.
Peñaverde. Corner 3. Jimmy Reyes with the board. Sahonia to a cutting Etule. Celso. Binalik kay Brian. Brian count the basket plus the foul.
That was a good read for Sahonia. If that was the Sahonia last season, I think he would have taken that shot already. But that was a good read for him.
Ito yung value ni Jimmy Reyes. You see him draw the two defenders and then thread the needle with the pass for Etule. And then of course, alam na natin to, Brian Sahonia is a bucket.
And talking about Reyes, no, we were asking earlier kung ba't siya nilabas agad. I didn't know he was in foul trouble. Pero yun nga, as soon as he went in the game, assist agad ang nabigay niya for San Beda.
There's a reason Jimmy Reyes has been starting for Coach Yuri Escueta here in season 101.
Oh, and that's the kind of point guard you need if you have these pieces na meron itong San Beda.
Sahonia in attack mode. Sahonia throws it back out to Bonzalida. Brian inside to Zed. Steal by Panapanaan. Here come the Heavy Bombers.
I think that was the second time na medyo pinipilit ng San Beda dun sa roller. Kahit open yung lifter nila eh.
So nag-a-adjust na rin ng JRU kasi alam nila eh kung ano ang hinahanap ng mga bedista.
Oo, they're really clogging that paint area kasi talagang hard diver itong sila Celso. Kaya nagtatag na agad sila ng maaga at mataas.
And Jimmy Reyes gives the lead back to San Beda. Cool, calm, and collected.
And that's a good recognition for Reyes, knowing na clog niya yung mga divers, so sakihin na lang niya.
Argente. Dinedepensa ni Reyes. Argente breaks free. And Sean Argente is able to get that shot to trickle in. Now we get a courtside update from Flo Del Agua.
Instead of focusing on technicality, the San Beda dugout called for playing with all heart. Surprisingly, there was no panic at all for the Red Lions. Sabi lang ni Coach Yuri, isang puso nyo yung pagdepensa. He reminded them that there's a difference between playing the game and playing it with purpose. And speaking of purpose, number 11 will be anchoring the second half for the Red Lions. As Janty Miller told me, this is his late brother's jersey number, which is why he is wearing that same number. And coincidentally, it is Coach Yuri's daughter Andy's 11th birthday today. A lot at stake for San Beda, but they remain calm and composed. And right now, the lead is only one. Back to you guys.
I had to check the time if it was 11:11, but it's late in the afternoon. Actually, midway in the afternoon right now. A lot of significance to this day for San Beda. They would love to come home with a W, but Lozano and company are making it tough for the Red Lions.
That was a good backdoor for Lozano, but I want to go back to that report by Flo. Itong si Coach Yuri, yung sinabi niya na it's one thing to play, but it's another to play with purpose. And yun yung nakikita natin ng first half sa San Beda. And they're just going through the motions. Kaya siguro nakuha ng JRU yung kalamangan that time.
Coach Yuri Escueta continues to instruct his players as they try to claw back into it. The lead of JRU has been cut down to 1. Let's take a look at this last sequence right here. Look at the back door. Pana-panaan finding Lozano.
That was a little late already. Pero nakuha pa rin nila yung backdoor play na yun.
At ito naman yung pambawin ni Zed Edule, who started this game.
And I think itong si Edule is one of the guys that San Beda could really go to. Kasi isa siya doon sa mga big man ng San Beda na kayang umatake from the 3-point area. So isa siya doon sa mga guys na kayang palabasin yung mga defender nitong JRU, yung malalaking defender ng JRU.
Edule, the 6'4" transferee from CEU, Centro Escolar University. Salvador drains the 3.
And you can see the reaction of Salvador. Parang wala, normal na normal sa kanya. And that was a good read for him. Si Sahonia really denying him, pero nagawa niya ng paraan.
Jimmy Reyes double-teamed again. Kuldora. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Ismael Miles Kuldora. Medyo tumingin pa si Sean.
Oh, very patient.
On that flyby.
Alam niya na nung nakuha niya yung separation, hahabulin talaga siya ni Sahonia.
Kuldora. Second season for the Red Lions. Good on the second free throw.
And now itong San Beda applying full court press. Maybe just to slow down itong execution ng JRU kasi medyo nasasaktan talaga sila.
Garupil. Garupil against Reyes. Garupil, wow! Walang takot.
That was a good defense by Reyes, but better offense by Garupil. He was right in front of Garupil, pero nagawa niya ng paraan yun.
Lina, dinoble team. Edule. That's traveling. What a stop by the Heavy Bombers. I remember the debut of J. Steven Garupil was also against San Beda, but he was playing for the Letran Knights.
That was a strong attack for him. And if you're a player from Letran, alam mo na yan na matingin talaga maglaro.
At hindi nawala yung tapang. He balled out during his first San Beda Letran game, I remember. Salvador. And Salvador fearless.
I can actually see a lot of similarities sa laro nitong ni Salvador and ni Argente. The way na basahin nila yung sitwasyon, the way na magkuha sila ng separation, yung reads nila, halos pareho eh.
Tsaka walang takot sa mga mata ni Sean Salvador. You can see that he wants to let everybody know that they're here to compete and not just lay down against a highly touted, deep, much talked about San Beda squad. Lalaban sila.
Tsaka hindi siya mabilis, hindi niya tinatry yung overpower yung mga defenders niya. Inuutakan niya lang talaga, dinadaan niya sa skills and sa reads.
Back to Bismarck. Kuldora. Natapikan. Edule gets it to Sahonia. Sahonia could not finish with the left hand. Balik ang bola sa JRU.
And Bismarck Lina had a good position down low for that rebound. But there were 4 JRU guys fighting for that rebound kaya hindi niya nakuha yun.
Salvador. Garupil. Garupil off the glass. Composed. Under pressure.
It really amazes me na kung gaano kapasensya itong JRU kasi knowing how young this team is, yung pasensya nila very impressive eh.
Kuldora. Misfiring. Nigel. Sahonya for 3. And Kuldora, second opportunity, draws a foul. Babalik sa linya si Ismael Kuldora and Jonty Miller. Let's see who's he going to come in for, because he was looking at Coach Yuri and assistant coach Dre Santos. So si Brian ang papalitan ni Jonty.
Yes, I think he was supposed to come in for Kuldora, but Kuldora is shooting the free throws, and I think San Beda really needs Jonty Miller to come in already.
Yeah.
That's why he got Brian Sonia instead.
You would think that the instruction for Jonty is it's go time.
Just get whoever you can. Just come in, just go inside the game.
It's go time. Kailangan ka na dito. Do your thing. JRU has been doing their thing as a collective unit.
You're right. No, if you look at the stats, there's really nobody standing out there. It's just the whole squad working together.
Wow. Nakalusot pa yun.
And itong JRU connecting on those outside shots and perimeter shots. Pero that time, pumoste pa yung JRU.
So we have a timeout. Vince Sarmiento will shoot 2 when we return. JRU at one point in this game was up by 9, 27-18. Right now, 51-44. And I'm sure the players appreciate the community, yung mga supporters nila na nandito ngayon on this Friday. We're in week number 2 now of NCAA season 101. Everybody looking at the state of the art.
Dito sa laki ng cube natin.
They upgraded that this year, and the same company na gumawa ng cube sa Crypto.com Arena, they brought it here to the Philippines, and all of us sports fans get to experience it here at the Mall of Asia Arena.
And I think itong JRU squad na to knows that. Kaya hindi nila sinasayang yung opportunity nila na maglaro dito ngayon.
Gonzalez pulls up. Nigel Gonzalez.
That was a good shot by Gonzalez, but I think that's the shot JRU wants to give up for San Beda. Kasi naka-drop lang talaga yung handling nila sa ball screen. So I really think that's a shot they could live with.
Lina trying to save it. Gonzalez. Can he complete the steal? Gonzalez, yes he does. What effort by Nigel Gonzalez. And those are the types of plays, Renzo, that can get you back in the game.
Well, I was about to say na puro positive yung aambag nito ni Gonzalez para sa San Beda on defense and on offense.
Cherry on top sana kung na-convert ni Miller yung tira na yun. Kaya lang, it was short. Triple. Attempt from the corner does not work. Kuldora getting some extended playing time here. Kuldora loses the handle. Pero mananatili ang bola sa mga bedista.
Nakakatuwang panoorin yung JRU kasi wala silang pakialam kung sino yung matchup nila especially on defense. Wala silang pakialam kung sino yung matchup nila, kung mas malaki sa kanila. They're really gonna defend whoever's in front of them.
Miller. Look at the defense. Ayaw patangkapin si John T. A great job by Herrera to really make things difficult for John T.
And what about the challenge nung mga help defense doon kay Bismarck na alam naman natin kanina pa nagdo-dominate sa paint. Pero that time, na-force nila yung miss kay Bismarck.
Garubin. Herrera. Back to Steven J. Garubin. Garubin on the drive. Too strong off the glass. It's San Beda basketball. Gonzalez to Bismarck. Garubin on the recovery.
That was a good read and good pass for Gonzalez. Pero ito nga si Garubin nanggaling pa sa kabilang side ng court for that deflection.
Salvador, big time basket over his former teammate, Nigel Gonzalez.
That was heavily contested, but katulad ng kanina pa natin sinasabi, walang makialam itong si Salvador.
Sean Salvador with 15 points. Sean Salvador, he's been fearless today. This is a career high for him. Miller has to shoot. And JRU will enter the fourth quarter, re-establishing their biggest lead of the game at 9. Wow. Fourth quarter when we return. You're watching our live coverage of NCAA Season 101, Building Greatness. Points in the NCAA with an entire quarter to go is not safe at all.
Especially if you're going up against San Beda, who we know is a winner. Alam na kung paano manalo. You really have to finish this game strong. Talking about JRU.
And now we see a little bit more aggressiveness from John T. Miller. Hindi na namasa. Yan na. And now we're starting to see Miller talk. He's talking. He's more hyped. This is the Miller that we were seeing against Letran.
Yes, and if you want to steal this win from JRU, this is the time for Miller to step up for San Beda.
As they say in a lot of sports with that familiar last name, it's Miller time.
Right. That's against 3 guys, but still managing to make that shot.
Coming off that 22-point outing against Letran. Sahonia. Oh, ayan na. Brian Sahonia, like a bull, just running over his defender. Fumeflex na itong mga bedista.
Well, if you're Brian Sahonia, you really need to set the tempo itong start ng fourth quarter na to. Especially na tinatanggap niya na nga yung leadership role na yun. So kailangan sa kanya mag-start to.
Magkasabay na si Brian tsaka si John T.
And for JRU, binalik na rin itong si Argente.
And Lozano is called for a foul as Jimmy Reyes found Zed Edule on that alley-oop opportunity.
And I mentioned this earlier, I really think Edule is someone San Beda could really go to kasi sobrang laki niya rin talaga compared dun sa mga 4 guys ng itong JRU.
Makibalita muna tayo. Ano ba ang nangyayari dyan? Let's go to Flo Del Agua.
Right now, it is SOS for the Heavy Bombers, and I don't just mean a call for help in order to close this game to their favor. I also mean their game plan being transformed into SOS. Sean into Shan, with Argente being guarded heavily in the past 3 quarters. The offense will be centered now on rookie Sean Salvador. Pero kanina sabi sa akin ni Sean, despite being a younger player, alam ko kung ano ang role ko. Ginuma ko ng coaches not only to be ready, but to be unfazed. Will Sean Salvador prove that age is just a number? We'll find out. For now, back to you, Anton and Renzo.
Well, Sean Salvador has been JRU's leading man. 15 points, a career high. And against San Beda here at the Mall of Asia Arena, that tells you a lot about this young man.
You're right. Talagang alam natin na he's really up for the challenge. He's really willing to absorb pressure, especially sa mga ganito klaseng game.
Pero dito, Renzo, sa pagsisimula ng fourth quarter, majority of the shot attempts coming from either Brian or Janty.
Yun na nga, yung dalawang leader nitong San Beda. Talagang nagsistep up na for their team. Kasi ayaw naman talaga nila na ibigay itong panalo na to sa JRU ng basta-basta lang.
Janty and Brian, the 2 leading scorers of San Beda in the first 2 outings of the squad here in season 101.
And if you're JRU naman, talagang hindi ka pwedeng bigla na lang magre-relax dito kasi hindi pa to tapos, and I can speak of experience na talagang kahit gaano ka lamang mo sa San Beda, hanggat hindi pa nagpa-final buzzer, hindi ka pa safe dyan.
Garupil. Garupil pulls up. In and out. Sahonia is running. He sees Miller on his right. Sahonia drives to his left. Brian Sahonia is leading the charge.
And this is something also na JRU can't do. Hindi sila pwedeng bigla na lang mag-isolation dito. They have to go back to what's working for them. They have to execute and be patient with their offense.
Sean Argente. They need that SOS that Flo was talking about. What if late in this game ipagsabay yung dalawang Sean, si Sean at si Sean?
Well, hindi na ako magugulat if in the last maybe 3 minutes magsasabay na yung dalawang Sean na yan. Kasi with the pressure na binibigay nitong San Beda, Coach Nani would really need all the ball handlers na meron siya sa kanyang squad.
Fans, passionate fans starting to get into it here at the Mall of Asia Arena as Herrera is about to shoot these free throws. Silipin natin dito. So Herrera breaks free and they feel that it was an offensive foul on Herrera as Jimmy Reyes planted his feet.
Well, I think that was the same call they made on the previous play on Sahonia. I think someone from the JRU squad draw a charge then on Sahonia, pero blocking yung tinawag. So I think they're just being consistent with the calls.
Second free throw para kay Herrera. You know, I think, and you should know this, Renzo, iba yung naglalaro ka sa PhilOil at sa mas malaking venue katulad ng Mall of Asia Arena.
Oo, iba yung atmosphere kasi dito eh. Parang automatic if you're playing on a bigger coliseum or bigger court, parang mas malaki rin yung at stake eh.
And also like the acoustics are different. When players are on the free throw line, the drums aren't heard as much as when you're in PhilOil. So, mas naririnig mo yung mga sinisigaw ng mga fans.
Yes, tsaka yung nakikita mo sa ring, nakikita mo kung gaano kalawak yung... So medyo, pag hindi ka talaga sanay, malulula ka dyan. And if hindi ka sobrang nakafocus, talagang mawawala ka eh.
Sahonia sinks the free throw. 2.5 2-point lead for JRU. The lead was 9 to start the quarter, and it has been erased. Burado na naman ng JRU.
And San Beda just being San Beda, really doing everything, really doing it perfectly on the defensive end and offensive end.
An 8-1 start for the Red Lions. Sahonia has been at the center of this attack. Brian puts it up. Wild shot. Apologizing to the bench. Lozano comes up with the rebound.
And one more thing for JRU, they can't attack that basket and just expect na yung referees would call a foul.
Sarmiento. Wow! Ankle breaker. Celso.
And as soon as I said that, they really have to attack that basket with purpose as well. They just can't go attack that paint area and ask for fouls.
Miller, difficult shot. And Ivan Panapanaan with the rebound. Oh, what JRU is doing right now is inspiring. Ito yung defensive stop ni John T. Miller finding Reyes, and then Sarmiento making Celso fall.
I want to go back to what you said na very inspiring itong ginagawa ng JRU because they're up against a very veteran team and yung history na meron itong San Beda, we all know what that is, pero composed na composed sila. They're just out here competing, trying to get this win over San Beda.
And referee spots a foul on Sahonia.
Nigel Gonzalez coming in for Johnny Miller.
And you can really see and you can really feel na yung pressure tumaas agad para dito sa San Beda as soon as nag-start yung fourth quarter.
John T. Miller taken out of the game.
And ito na hinihingi natin for JRU, nagsabay na yung dalawang Sean.
Triple from the corner. Lozano overshooting that one. Nigel. Jimmy Reyes. Reyes on the fadeaway is blocked by Panapanaan. Reyes against Lozano now. Reyes on the fadeaway. Celso offensive rebound. Celso is smothered. Sarmiento.
Grabe yung disiplina ng JRU. Even with Celso getting that offensive rebound, talaga nakataas lang yung mga kamay nila to challenge Celso.
Look at this block right here. A two-handed block from behind by Sarmiento. Oh. And yung momentum ni Celso forced his right elbow straight to the face of Ivan Panapanaan. Oh, actually, it wasn't the elbow. It was part of the forearm.
But I don't think there was an intent to hurt because that was really just the motion of him going down. And the fact that he wasn't looking, I don't think he really intended to hurt.
Our referee is reviewing it. And Panapanaan still on the floor. Well, Celso is not a small man. So, mabigat yon.
And plus the momentum of Celso from the jump going down, yun yung nakadagdag pa.
An unsportsmanlike foul called on Joe Celso.
Apparently, foul was upgraded to unsportsmanlike criteria.
This is huge.
Yes, but regarding the intent, I think meron kasing mga adjustments na right now with the unsportsmanlike foul. So hindi porke tinawag na unsportsmanlike foul, ibig sabihin intention na ni Celso to hurt. Meron mga criteria na ngayon na I think the call was excessive contact lang. Na they should really call unsportsmanlike foul, pero no intention to hurt.
So now, Panapanaan is getting his head checked as he's getting iced right now on the bench as Joe Celso returns to the bench. Bismarck Lina comes in for him. May sumigaw, walang sakitan. Yun yung sinasabi ko na you hear the drums less in a bigger venue. You hear the voices more.
So merong sixth man yung mga yung both teams natin.
And when you can hear what the fans are saying, sometimes it gets to your head, right?
Yes, lalo kapag ikaw pa yung nagkamali, naririnig mo talaga.
Herrera missing on the first free throw. It doesn't help na sa San Beda side pa siya tumitira.
Oo.
The free throws. Dalawang mintes, Renzo.
And very familiar ako dyan sa fans ng San Beda na yan ever since high school when I was still playing for San Sebastian Golden Staglets. Very familiar ako sa fans ng San Beda na yan. Talagang yung pag-cheer nila for their team, makaka-distract talaga for you.
JRU failing to take advantage of a golden opportunity. Argente, long ball. Lina with the board.
That was a good blitz action for Lina. Talagang hindi na nila binibigyan ng look itong si Argente.
Here's the set play for Bismarck. Bismarck. And that's going to be another free throw. Bismarck Lina has been a beast. Nasa pool. Itong si Sarmiento. So malinaw, kumonekta yung elbow ni Bismarck Lina, but the referees will review it again. Bismarck Lina checking on Sarmiento.
Yes, I think they're gonna review if this is within the cylinder of Bismarck Lina.
So just a regular foul, like we initially thought. It was just part of the motion of Bismarck Lina.
Just like I said earlier, I think it's within his cylinder as the offensive guy. Hindi naman niya nilawet or nilabas yung siko niya. Kaya hindi natawag yung offensive foul. But nonetheless, masakit yun para kay Sarmiento because it was right in his jaw.
So that's two players now on the bench due to injuries, shots to the head.
And those
Bonus
two guys are
free throw
playing big
for Bismarck Lina.
for JRU. So this is gonna be a big development for them. But this is also an opportunity for the other guys to show up in this very crucial moment of the game.
San Beda has outscored JRU 10-3 in this period. Actually make that 12-3. Now 13-3. And they have taken the lead.
And ito yung minimension natin with San Beda na nakakatakot for them. It doesn't matter kung gaano kalaki yung lamang mo sa kanila. As soon as they start playing, talagang makakabalik sila.
Salvador. Lorenaria. Steps back. Lorenaria. And now JRU unable to connect. San Beda with that suffocating defense.
Oh, good one-on-one defense for San Beda.
And again, they go down low to the big man. The beast, Bismarck Lina. He has been unstoppable today. Binasic ni Bismarck.
Oh, the pass was a little too late pa nga, pero Bismarck Lina very patient. Even alam niya na mismatch na doon, he still stayed very patient, kaya nakakuha siya ng end one that time.
Points in the game for Bismarck Lina. And he completes another 3-point play.
I think they're gonna cancel out the
Oh.
free throw because Bismarck Lina went in.
And Coach Yuri is saying they should still count it.
I think it was Bismarck Lina who committed the violation. That's why they're canceling out the free throw.
It looks like they're going to review it kung pumasok si Bismarck Lina. Eh, siya rin yung free throw shooter eh.
Oh, kasi I think the rule is kailangan tumama muna sa ring yung bola bago pwedeng pumasok yung free throw shooter.
Well,
and the fans of San Beda helping out the referees.
yeah, well, zoom. Eto. Ayun, tumama muna. So, good eye by Coach Yuri and his coaching staff.
It was really too close and I'm really glad na ito yung trabaho natin, hindi yung sa referee side.
Argente. Can he come alive for JRU? Argente. Wild shot. San Beda forcing JRU into tough shots in their past 3 possessions, Renzo.
I think Sean Argente and the whole JRU squad is really having problems with San Beda switching on the pick and rolls.
Sahonia makes Argente fall down. Missing. Argente shoots over Miller. No. Lorenaria, great patience.
And that's a shot that Argente really takes, but good thing Lorenaria was there for that offensive rebound.
Miller on the drive. Miller wanted to slam it over the defender. But that's a stop for JRU. Argente off the glass. No. Sorry miss for Sean Argente. Look out. It's Nigel Gonzalez finding Bismarck Lina.
I really love how Nigel Gonzalez runs the show for San Beda. Talagang alam niya when to set up a play and when to run.
This was that posterization attempt by Jonty Miller. That would have been something.
And just like what you said earlier, even if he missed the shot, it's really nice to look at it.
Especially with that angle. That vantage point by our cameraman. Oh, Lina missing on the first free throw. Baka nakakaramdam na ng pagod itong si Bismarck Lina. Three minutes and 11 seconds remaining here. Second free throw for Bis. Oh, he misses both, leaving the door slightly open for JRU. Garubil calling the play. Garubil to Salvador. Lorenaria. Pinoy step, nowhere to go. Lozano picks it up and scores!
I think JRU had nowhere to go that time. Pero itong si Lozano, just very patient down low. Talagang inantay niya lang kung saan mapupunta yung bola and just never gave up getting that end one.
JRU like a stubborn stain on a white shirt. It just won't go away.
Kapag akala mo magkakamali na sila, laging merong isang play na mag-turn nung situation eh.
And Lozano completes the three-point play. 63-61. Chanti loses control. Heavy Bombers are running. Lorenaria. Wow! Parang nabitawan ni Lorenaria pero hinigop ng ring. He's smiling. He's smiling. He knows there was a little bit of luck involved.
Lorenaria with a good defensive play and finishing off that back break.
Ang ganda din nun. Nigel Gonzalez stepping through.
But again, the presence of Nigel Gonzalez, his full control with San Beda's offense, very impressive for him.
Lorenaria. Salvador. And that is a moving screen. As we cross the final 2 minutes, the 2-minute mark of this fourth period. Ayun o, parang nabitawan ni Lorenaria. But just enough of his fingertips touching that leather to kiss it off the glass. And ito naman yung mabilis na pambawi ni Nigel Gonzalez.
And the control of Nigel Gonzalez, orchestrating the offense of San Beda really well and knowing when to attack and when to pass.
Gonzalez, 3 for 3. Lozano with a rebound.
And it's really nice to see Panapanaan coming back into the game.
No Sean Argente on the floor. The ball is with Sean Salvador. Salvador against Etule. Salvador falls down. He's calling for a foul. And now Coach Yuri Escueta calls a timeout with 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining in the fourth. So, this is the third game of JRU, and all their games so far, Renzo, have gone down to the wire.
You're right, yung last game nila against EAC, maraming veterans yung EAC, pero up to the last second, hindi na-decide kung sino yung mananalo eh. So, itong performance ng JRU so far, I think I speak on behalf of all the basketball fans na talagang very impressive yung ginagawa ng JRU right now.
Even though it's been a long time since they've reached the Final Four, hindi mo na pwede sabihin na pag nakita mo ang JRU sa schedule, sure win. No, lalaban yan.
And I think this is the youngest lineup they've had in years. Kasi wala nang natira dito sa mga at least sa batch ko wala nang natira dito.
Let's see what San Beda will do. Gonzalez has the basketball. He gets into Sahonia. Sahonia, quick drive, decides to pull the ball back out. 6 on the shot clock. Sahonia gets into Celso. Back to Brian. Brian launches from the outside. Brian Sajonia with a clutch triple.
And he wanted that. Nakita naman natin, paglabas pa lang nila ng timeout, you can see it in his face na ready talaga siya to take that crucial shot for San Beda.
Lorenaria. Turnover again for JRU. Back-to-back turnovers. Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Brian. Brian wants it. Brian shoots it. Misses. Gonzalez with the offensive rebound.
And again, Gonzalez, big rebound for San Beda.
Gonzalez. Endule. No go. It is JRU basketball with a chance to win it right here. Salvador for three. Miller with the rebound. Sean Salvador saw daylight, saw a golden opportunity.
Well, that was a good shot for Salvador, but I think it was early in the clock.
Well, we know Salvador, Renzo is a shooter. He has that mindset of, if I'm open, I will take it. Sajonia, though, what guts. Down two. Shot clock winding down. Sajonia pulling up for the from the right corner and draining it to give San Beda the lead.
And that was the difficulty of that shot because Sajonia is right-handed and it was going to his right. So that's really hard, taking that three-pointer.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a second here. It is a 2 and not a 3. Yung tira ni Brian Sajonia.
But the thing is, JRU already committed the foul, so San Beda has 2 free throws right now.
Oh, this changes things.
Well, that would have been a different story if JRU already known na 2-pointer lang yung tira ni Sajonia.
So with that, good on our referees to review it. Mas okay nang nakita nila yon rather than, you know, the game continued without not seeing that because it was clearly on the line. It was clearly a 2. Brian's foot was on the line.
You're right, and the referees had no chance to review that because the play was live, the ball was live.
Oo. Imagine kung hindi na foul itong si Jonty. And Jonty Miller, ice in his veins.
And I also think na si Salvador hindi titira yon kung alam niyang tie.
Timeout JRU Heavy Bombers.
Coach Yuri Escueta in disbelief. It is going to be JRU basketball with 11.5 seconds to go here in regulation. .5 seconds to go. JRU has possession of the basketball. San Beda up 66 to 65. Now, Renzo, in the previous possessions of JRU, Sean Argente was on the bench. Lorenaria turned the ball over. Salvador turned the ball over. Ang tanong dito, kanino pupunta si Coach Danny Epondulan?
I think you should still go to Sean Argente kasi siya yung may alam ng mga ganitong sitwasyon eh. With their lineup right now, he siya na yung veteran eh. So I really think Coach Nani should go to Sean, at least involve him to what they're gonna run for this play. Not necessarily na siya yung titira, at least siya yung magke-create for his team.
Well, based on the way the players were seated, Sean Argente was there. So mukhang papasok si Sean Argente. And yes, Argente now back on the floor along with Garupil, Lorenaria, Lozano, and Salvador. It is a small ball lineup for JRU. Here we go. JRU with a chance to win it. 11.5 seconds to go. Argente. Lorenaria. Lorenaria. Clock is winding down. Lorenaria on the attack. Lorenaria gives the lead to JRU. Timeout, San Beda. The blow by Alan Lorenaria Jr.
Well, we've been talking about Sean Argente and Sean Salvador, but how about Lorenaria breaking down his defender, going for that layup?
A burst of speed by Alan Lorenaria Jr. As soon as the big man switched on him, he knew exactly what to do.
Well, I believe that was the right guy to attack. I think it was Etule. Kasi yung defense nitong mga guards ng San Beda is really on point the whole game. So I think JRU had nowhere to go that time, pero nagawan pa ng paraan ni Lorenaria.
JRU with an opportunity to slay the beast. Now, Renzo, nakascore ang JRU. Ano yung nakikita mong posibleng mangyari dito para sa kupunan ni Coach Yuri Escueta?
I think the best play for them right now is to run something that would open up John T. Miller or Brian Sahonia, and maybe get a like a slip for Bismarck Lina down low. Something quick, because this is 2.1 seconds. They really can't afford to get a pick and roll, or maybe a one dribble pull-up will do. But I think this really has to be, it really has to be something quick.
Here we go. Nigel Gonzalez will throw the ball in play. You have Lina, Sahonia, Etule, and Jonty Miller. Gonzalez looking for Sahonia. Sahonia for the win. No! JRU stuns San Beda here at the Mall of Asia Arena. Alan Lorenaria Jr., the hero for Coach Nani Ebondulan.
And we've been talking about the offense of JRU, but how about finishing off this game? Getting the win against San Beda by a defensive stop. Simply amazing for the JRU Heavy Bombers.
News flash. The JRU Heavy Bombers are a problem. Nani Ebondulan. He has worked his magic for JRU.
And I tell you, Anton, I know Coach Nani he's really smart, and he really knows what he's doing.
Sean Salvador, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. What a game for the young man.
Sean Salvador and Sean Argente, that duo is really the problem for San Beda the entire game.